See how that goes?
Oh no.
Say we looking like some hooligans. Look at where we from. If it knock, I jump on car tops. I gig on your block. Gig. I like to 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 gig. I like to.
Hey, what's up? It's Kenny Wayne, bruh. I'm about to start something new. This is called Inside the Trunk. Now, if you don't know, a lot of people do know, or a lot of people don't, because they always act surprised when they find out. But I produce basically 100% of the records or the content that I put out. Produce it all myself, write it and produce it all by myself. So I'm introducing this new thing this new type of content. It's called Inside the Trunk. So basically, Inside the Trunk is basically bringing you inside to my creative ideas and how I come up with these records and how I create them. It's basically behind the beat type stuff, like showing you the creation and how these things are formed, where I find the samples at, what samples I play the original, and then I play what I did to it, and you'll see the difference. But today we're going to start off with my record called Doing Numbers, produced by Kenny Wayne, bruh. If you haven't, go check out the video. It's shot by Jordan and Jonathan of Say Less Productions. It's hard, so just search on YouTube, Kenny Wayne, bruh, Doing Numbers. I'll put the link to the video in the description for this video. So we're gonna jump right into it. So for this beat, if you haven't heard it already, the sample is Erykah Badu, On and On, and this is the original sound of it before I did anything to it. This is how the original sounded. I pulled the vocal out from the beat too.
Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no.
Now this is what I did to it. I just put some EQ on it. I put a decessor on there and a phaser and a flanger. Or flanger, however you say that word. And some reverb. It gives it more of like a wide feel instead of just sounding, because I feel like when I first heard it, it sounded like compact, but I wanted to open it up and feel like I was like in a big room filled with auto-tune. I used the same chop for the verses. I just kind of chopped it up differently. And here it is. I'll play it right now. This is the original without any of my edits on it.
Oh no, no, no.
See how that goes?
Oh no, no, no.
I just wanted to mix it up and make it sound different than the hooks. So let's see. This is with the Kenny Wayne, bruh, effects.
Oh no, no, no.
I like it. I put some delay on this one on the verse chops. Hey. Alright. So then the next instrument that I have are hi-hats. So basically, the hi-hats, as you know, or if you don't know, the hi-hats give you that bounce. Like when you hear the beat playing, it's like you got the head nod. And then when the hi-hats come on, that's when you start hitting your little So here we go. It's just a simple pattern. It's not that complex. Bounce already. So after the hi-hats, we have a clap. Simple clap too. Simple pattern. Hey. Hey. I always put a little bit of reverb on my claps because I feel like it makes the record sound bigger. Reverb, there is a way you can overuse reverb. You just gotta play it by the ear and know, like, you gotta go accordingly to the record. After the clap, I added a background snare. So for my records, I don't really like too many melodies because I like simple beats because I feel like the voice itself is an instrument. And with me being a producer, I've learned how to get into a pocket and find ways to make the vocal work as an instrument. So I always incorporate things like background snares or even like crashes or whatever. So right here we have a wavy, well, I named it wavy, but it's a background, you know, just a little snare for a background, just to add extra bounce to it. So here we go. See? It's gonna give you that, like you already got the clap, and then you got that back. It's like all playing together. I like simple beats. Like if I can find a beat, or if I make a beat with like one melody, most of my beats, you'll find my beats have only one melody, sometimes two, but most of the time it's only one good melody. I don't like hella shit in my beats because then I start overthinking and then I always fuck it up. And you gotta think the most legendary beats are always the simplest beats. So now we have the knock. the 808. My favorite part of any beat to add. With the 808, it's not that difficult either. It's just like, I don't know. It knocks. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it's very simple. It's not too complex or difficult or anything, but it just goes with it perfectly. So here we go. Here goes the 808. Hey. And I didn't put any. I just put an EQ on it. I just EQ'd it a little bit. You know, adjusted the highs and the lows. Hey, you know, like the hey. So that's the 808. That's the knock. That's like the fucking beef in the taco. You feel me? I love tacos if y'all don't know that about me. So now we have the kick. Now, a lot of times kicks don't go with certain 808s. A lot of times 808s have little kicks underneath them. You just gotta feel for it and adjust your EQs accordingly. But for this one, I have a kick on it. And let's play it. It basically follows the 808. You know, it follows it. I'll play the 808 with it. It follows the same pattern. It only has one different pattern. Watch. See how it hits under? Hey. Just to add some differences, because if I follow the 808 all the time, then it's gonna start to just sound boring. I like to add different variations to the beat. So now we have a triangle. This is just to add some more percussion to it. Like I said, I don't like too many melody instruments in it. I might use one melody instrument just to keep it simple. So I have to add different things to balance everything out and make it sound full. Let's see. So now we have a triangle. Hey. Every 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now the next instrument that I use is the open hat. Now, like I said, the open hat is just used to like basically throw more beef into the pot and add more variation to the record. Because I don't like using too many melodies. I like the shit simple. So let's see how this sounds. Hey. I kind of look at open hats as, sometimes I use an open hat instead of a closed hat just to mix it up. Because everybody always uses closed hats. So sometimes I'll just have that open hat in a place with the where the closed hat would go. And then now the next instrument that we have. So this is an ARP. This is from Omnisphere. It's an ARP. I like ARP instruments because I feel like ARP instruments give you that bounce automatically. I feel like ARPs can be used as a hi-hat. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but I feel like it can be used as a hi-hat because it's like a continuation. It just keeps going and it can have you like bouncing. So I'm gonna play you these this ARP that I got from Omnisphere. See how it's like that bounce? I could literally put a beat on this and just put I could just add a clap and a little snare and I could be good in a 808 and a kick, and that could be a whole beat right there. Drop come in, and that's really the whole beat, bro. And then last, I just put the sauce on it, so I add my tag to it. So let's see how that sounds.
Can you aim, bruh?
Let's run that back again.
Can you aim, bruh?
Shout out my boy K. Nephew. So now the final step, we play the whole beat meshed into one like a pot of gumbo. I showed you all the ingredients that I used. Now I'm gonna throw it in that pot. And I'm gonna whip that thing up with the Kenny Wayne, bruh, tag. Oh, yeah! Oh, no, no, no. One day, man. One day, I'm doing numbers like the NBA. Quote me, nigga. Hey, that's the hook. And then now this is the video shot by Jordan and Jonathan of Say Less Productions. This is Kenny Wayne, bruh. Doing Numbers, written and produced by Kenny Wayne, bruh. Shot and directed by Say Less Productions. Shout out my boy Jordan. Shout out my boy Jonathan. I already said that, but I gotta give my people multiple shout outs. Let's get right into that video. Yeah!
Kenny Wayne, bruh.
One day, man. One day, I'm doing numbers like the NBA. Quote me, nigga. Doing numbers like the NBA. Gain a hater or a fan each and every day. Who that young nigga dancing like he kid and play? And she know I eat it up, baby, you an entree. Doing numbers like the NBA. Busting moves like I'm kid and play. Ay, doing numbers like the NBA.